Hey friend, and welcome to another weekly grocery haul and meal plan inspiration video. We are here at Aldi once again, and I'm probably going to make a stop over at Wegmans as well just to get a couple things that I know Aldi doesn't have. But this week we are back to mostly our regular planning. However, my water heater broke on Christmas Eve, so we had to get an emergency water heater in. So I'm trying to keep it a little bit lighter as usual. Shopping through my pantry and freezer with what I already have. But anyway, please make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out, and let's go shopping. Alright, here we are. We're back from Aldi, and I went to Wegmans, which is a regional grocery chain, for those of you who don't know, to get a couple things that Aldi didn't have. So, let's just get right into it, and we'll start with the produce like usual. I have here two bunches of bananas, so I grabbed those. I usually buy these every week. I have here 2 bunches of bananas. Next to that, I bought a package of carrots. I grabbed those. I usually buy these every week. In the colder months, I make a lot of soups. Next to that, I bought a package of carrots. So I go through carrots a lot lately because in the colder months, I make a lot of soups and things like that. They had some pineapple on sale. They only had 2 pineapples left. So I decided to get one, and I'm going to puree it with some vanilla yogurt on sale. They only had 2 pineapples left. So I decided to get one, and I'm going to puree it with some vanilla yogurt. I have a cucumber. This is an English cucumber. I wanted to get one of the regular cucumbers, but I have a cucumber. This is an English cucumber. Starting to go bad. I wanted to get all the ones on the shelf. They were like kind of, like floppy and squishy, and it wasn't. All the ones on the shelf, they were like kind of, like floppy and cucumber. Instead, if you don't know the biggest difference between an English cucumber and a regular cucumber, besides the size, is the fact that English cucumber, also the biggest difference between an English cucumber and a regular cucumber, besides the size, is the fact that so then next to the cucumber here, I bought some blueberries. I noticed the prices of their berries are going up right now, and that's probably because things like strawberries aren't in season, but the blueberries are still relatively cheap for the size that you get, and this is 1 pint. But the blueberries are still relatively cheap for and then I bought some baby bella mushrooms, or also known as cremini mushrooms. I like to use these in stir fries and like Asian inspired dishes. Baby bella mushrooms. I also use them in like breakfast burritos and all sorts of things. I really like mushrooms. I also use them in like and then I grabbed a sleeve of garlic. This has 3 cloves in it because I go through garlic pretty often as well, along with these carrots for soup. Literally, I put garlic in almost everything. In it because I go through garlic pretty often. They had these little baby avocados on sale. I think they were like 59 cents. These are actually really small. They call them Hass avocados, and if you know anything about avocados, Hass avocados have a reputation for being a large avocado, but as you can see, like, this one fits pretty much in the palm of my hand. So these look really tiny, but I was okay with it because they were only like 50-60 cents. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten them. The avocados at Aldi lately have been really small looking compared to how they usually are. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten them. Then here, that is it for the produce. Here, I bought some K-cups. My husband is going to take these to work with him like he does almost every week. That's it for the produce. Here, I bought some. And then I grabbed some Parmesan cheese. Again, we go through that pretty often in our house because we eat pasta at least once a week, and sometimes I'll put it on soups and things like that as well. This week I feel like I bought a lot of meat. I don't normally like buy this much meat, so it feels really strange for me, but we literally have like nothing left in our freezer as far as proteins go, or the fridge either, so I had to grab a few things. These are not the normal chicken nuggets that I buy. These were like an Aldi special. They're 48 ounces. They're almost twice the size of the normal ones that Aldi does carry. So this bag is a little bit bigger. It was a little bit of a better price. This is 3 pounds, so I went ahead and got that because then that should last me a little longer for my son. And then here I grabbed the medium-sized shrimp. I'm going to be making a like Singapore chow mein fun this week, and I'm gonna throw some shrimp in that. Some eggs because I used all of the eggs that we had, all my cookies. And then I saw this week that they had this 3-pound tube of ground turkey. So I went ahead and grabbed that, and I know I can use this for meals next week and even potentially the week after that, because I only use about roughly a half a pound at a time when I cook with any kind of meat. Sometimes I use a pound, but it's usually like a half a pound, so this should last me a while. And then the other thing I saw that Aldi had on special this week was Wagyu. So this is Wagyu beef, and Wagyu beef comes from one of, I believe it's 4 different kinds of cattle in Japan. And what is so special about Wagyu beef is that it has like extra marbling in the meat itself, so it's supposed to be, you know, extra rich. It's a decadent meat. It's definitely a delicacy, especially here in America, because it takes a lot to ship it here. But Aldi had it this week on sale, so I grabbed one. I've never actually had Wagyu before, so I thought I would give it a try. I'm not exactly sure what I'm gonna do with it yet, but I will think of something for next week. So then over here, I also have a loaf of bread for my son's lunches. And I also grabbed this turkey. Now I usually get the other one. It's the Castlewood, I think it is, or whatever. But I decided to go for this one because I saw that this one also has no nitrates or nitrites. The ingredients are relatively simple. There they are. The ingredients are relatively simple. Comparatively to the Castle Hill, my biggest concern with things like deli meats is the nitrates and nitrites, preservatives and things like that. So this one seems to be somewhat better. I don't know. We're gonna give it a try. Behind that, I grabbed 2 cans of the skipjack tuna because I am all out. My son has been liking eating tuna lately, so we're gonna keep buying that for now. I also grabbed some more baking powder just to re-up my stock because of all those cookies used all my baking powder. And I also have a can of white beans, the Great Northern beans. These are going to be used in a white bean and sausage turkey, a white bean and turkey sausage soup. Oh my God, I can't talk. So then next to that here, I also have these squeezes. I buy these for my son every week. If you see my videos before, you know I talk about them all the time. You know how much I love them because they're organic, and it makes it so that I know my kid is getting fruits and vegetables in his diet. And a couple other things that I got from Aldi. We have here is the diapers. This is the size 4. There's 82 diapers in the size 4 box, as well as the 6-pack of just the regular paper towels. They're compared to the Sparkle brand, if you like that kind of thing. They're a good deal comparatively to a lot of the other stores for paper towels, so I went ahead and I grabbed one of these. Also, grabbed some crackers, the club crackers. They finally had these this week. And then one fun thing that I did see was these chicharrones. They had this one, the dill pickle. I got this particularly for my husband because I thought he would really like these. But at least in this region where I live, you don't see too many different flavors of chicharrones. When I lived in Texas, I remember that they had like these salt and vinegar ones, and they were really good. But up here, you only usually find like hot, regular, or barbecue. So anything else is kind of a fun surprise. So they had dill pickle at Aldi, and they also had a chili lime if you like that. And then the last thing that I got from Aldi here, Aldi had all their Christmas stuff on sale. As you can see here, they have like a whole wall full of stuff, still full of candies and snacks and decorations and everything. So in all of that, I ended up finding this welcome mat, and I thought it was really cute. They had a couple different kinds, like one with the truck and, you know, whatever. But I decided to grab one of these because they were only like $3. Really good deal, and I can use one. So that's it for Aldi. And then oh, nope, I lied. There's one more thing from Aldi. I grabbed this coffee creamer, the French vanilla. This is literally like the last regular vanilla coffee creamer they had. The other ones that they had were the vanilla sugar-free and the vanilla fat-free, but I'm not really a fan of those. They have a weird mouthfeel to me, a weird aftertaste, so I just went ahead and I grabbed like the last regular French vanilla. And then at Wegmans, I grabbed a few things as well. As you can see right next to that, I have a white chocolate raspberry coffee creamer as well. But unfortunately, this one is not staying here with me. My husband is going to take this to work, so they take turns buying the creamers for themselves. And then my Aldi needs to get their act together. Aldi in Greece, New York, you need to figure out how to keep your unsweetened soy milk stocked. Because every time I am in there, they do not have the Silk unsweetened soy milk. And lately I've been having to buy their regular Wegmans soy milk, but I like the unsweetened one because I give it to my son and I would just prefer him to have less sugar, you know what I mean? Anyway, so then a non-food item, I like these Scrubbing Bubbles toilet bowl cleaners. They're really nifty. I needed another one. I have been out for a little while. They're the gel stamps, that's what they call them. So basically what you do is you fill up this little tube with, well, it's already filled for you, but you put the end in the tube and you push it through and it sticks to the side of your bowl, and yeah, it keeps your toilet clean. Good stuff. All right, so then I grabbed some sliced water chestnuts. These are, I'm going to throw these in the Singapore chow mein fun just for fun because I like water chestnuts. And then the last two things that I got was this Thai Kitchen red curry paste. They also have the green curry paste. I do a lot of like Asian and Thai dishes, so I used up the rest of the curry paste this past week, so I decided to grab another while I was at Wegmans. And then last but not least, this is also going to be for the chow mein fun. Oh no, I'm lying all day. Okay, so this is curry powder. This is going to be for the chow mein fun as well. This one I actually did find in like their Asian food aisle, and this was like $4.49, I believe it was, and this is 3 ounces, whereas in like the spice aisle they had the curry powder in the just under 2 ounce, like 1.98 ounce containers, and those were like, the cheapest one over there was $4.49. I'm sorry, $4.99 was the cheapest one over there. So, again, a little tip. If you're looking for some kinds of specialty spices, particularly Asian spices or Indian spices, look in the aisles of grocery stores that are particularly for international items, because you might find it cheaper in that aisle for a larger quantity. Now, for realsies, the last thing I did buy were these like vermicelli, the rice sticks. These are specifically for Mei Fun. I'm going to use these in my chow Mei Fun as the noodles. But that is it for this week's grocery haul. So if you need some weekly meal plan inspiration, go on and stick around. I have it coming for you right now. Right, here we are with this week's weekly meal plan. So for breakfast, it's going to be pretty typical. Same thing with lunch is what I normally do. Breakfast this week, I'm going to have blueberries and yogurt, and I'm going to serve that with either toast and peanut butter, or I have some waffles in my freezer still from last week. Lunches, I have options this week, so I can make turkey and cheddar sandwiches, I can do tuna, I can do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, or I can do chicken nuggets, and I will serve that with a squeeze to my son. And if he still is hungry, I still have some of those like goldfish turtle crackers from Aldi, and I also bought those club crackers, so I have those as well. Now on to dinners. Monday, I'm going to make some grilled veggie sandwiches with hummus, so it's cucumber. I have some peppers in my fridge, and I'm gonna serve that up with some roasted potatoes. I saved the duck fat from when I made the duck on Christmas, and I'm going to roast up a bunch of potatoes in the duck fat with that, so I will use it for this meal, and I'll also use it for a different meal this week. Tuesday, I'm going to be making up some potato soup because I have a whole 5-pound bag of potatoes that I haven't even cracked open yet. Wednesday, I'm going to be making a garlic parm and chicken with pasta. Wednesdays are usually the days that I do my grocery shopping, so that's why I always do pasta on Wednesdays, because it's a really easy thing for me to do, and then I can just make that up before I go shopping, because I go in the evening, and dinner is ready for my family, and it's not a thing. Thursday, then, I'm going to be making white bean sausage with that ground turkey that I bought, and kale soup. I still have some kale left in my freezer, and I'm about to finish it off, so I really want to do that, so I'm going to be making soup with that. Friday, I'm going to make some burritos with more of that ground turkey, and I can't believe what an oversight it was. I forgot to buy tortilla shells, so I have to go and get more of that unsweetened soy milk for my son anyways. I'm probably just going to grab some burritos while I'm out doing that. Saturday, we'll be making the Singapore chow mein fun. Instead of, usually what it has in it is like shrimp, chicken, and pork. I'm just going to do shrimp instead, just mostly to keep like the cost down so I don't have to buy pork and everything else as well. But Singapore chow mein fun is like those thin rice noodles, and it's got like a curry seasoning on it. It's really delicious. It's a little bit spicy, but I highly recommend it if you've never tried it and you like that stuff. And then lastly, on Sunday, this is actually technically going to be the first half of those duck fat potatoes that I'm going to make, because like I said, I start my week on Wednesdays and it kind of goes like this. So I'm going to be doing some breakfast burritos with eggs, and I'll make some like ground up turkey breakfast sausage with that turkey as well, and I will serve that with those duck fat roasted potatoes as home fries, and then I'll just use the remainder on Monday's meal. But that is it for this week's weekly grocery haul and meal plan inspiration. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out, and thank you guys so much for watching. Okay, I love you so much. Bye!